Slow.
Good. Most unimpressive. Shalom, Israel. What's going on, man? It's another Monday class, man. We bring it to you straight up out of Naptown, man. Got the mighty man cool part with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all about social work. Shout out to the brothers. Y'all have some more thought about shout out to the sisters, man. So, you know, we giving it a different look, a different format, man. I'm about to whoop his ass in some dominoes. You know what I'm saying? And we about to talk about the things that's going on in the world, man, not just the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community, because we know what's going on in our community. All right, so we're going to touch base on that first, and then I'm going to let y'all know what's going on with the world and how the Lord is putting an end to this place called Babylon, man. All right. There's a lot of things that go on that get swept up under the rug, and then there's a lot of things that happens that the social media platform purposely push in order to keep us distracted, man, because as long as the people distracted, and don't know the real problems, you can't address the real problems. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna touch base on this brother that just got beat to death by them 6 black cops, 5 black cops, however many black cops it was. If it was one, it was one too many. It's one too many. To be honest, man. But some new things is coming out in the case, and I don't know if it's true. So I'm coming to find out, they're saying that the brother that got beat to death from one of the cops had a history. They had a history because the brother that they beat to death was dating one of the cops' ex-girlfriends or baby mamas or some shit like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Hey. And I will just go ahead and say it. Listen, unless it's your rib, unless your rib has been raped, there is no pussy on the face of this earth worth killing for. I'm just flat out. Unless your rib or your daughter has been raped, there is no need to kill over no box. At all. That's the only way that I'm gonna kill something is if one of the females in my life are raped and they cry out and they scream out. Other than that, if she, you know what I'm saying, give it away willingly, then guess what, brother? That wasn't your box.
And that's why, you know, we shouldn't be looking up to these police force, policemen, right? You know what I'm saying, or the government. You know what I'm saying? Because they not righteous, you know what I'm saying? They not the priest and prophet of the Lord. You know? They're gonna lead you astray. They ain't gonna lead you into the right way you should be walking. You understand? Over some ex that he gonna kill another brother, man.
Right.
You understand?
They got some more brothers to participate in it. Right. Over his baby mama.
Right.
And you know what she's gonna do? Like she's gonna do the same thing that she's been doing. She's gonna get with other dudes and put other rounds in her mouth. He did that for nothing. That was a waste of time and energy, if that's true. Like I said, that's what I've heard all on social media. I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is, man, it's really sad.
Right. Because he ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it now.
Right.
Now that he's going to damn prison.
Right.
However long. You know what I'm saying?
Life, nigga.
Really?
What you mean however long? Man, then you go, man, listen, you see the way they got them cops that fast? Right. Like they don't do that unless they plan on making an example.
What's that one devil that got it was the one with George Floyd.
I can't think of the
Tubin or something. I'm going to something Tubin. Theyre Tubin or something like that.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I think so, man.
Talking about that.
But yeah, man, it took forever for him to even get a sentence. To even get a court case. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a year later when he got a court case. You know what I'm saying? And then I think they finally he finally went to jail, and then they had a plea. A trial or something like that.
Some shit, you know, they don't ever get real max sentences. Right, you know what I'm saying? They don't ever get max sentences. You got 7 of them? Okay. They don't ever get the max sentences, and as soon as they get locked up, they start appealing. Right. Appealing like, hey, this is too much time. I, didn't do nothing. You gotta remember it was a black guy. Right. That'd be the spirit behind these devils, man. Right.
But one thing Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians need to know, man, you gotta stop putting your trust in America, man.
We got the big 6, sir.
Like the scripture says, man, this is not your rest, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Wow. You know what I'm saying? This is not your rest, man. So you need to stop putting your trust in America, man. You understand? Because you're gonna end up like these brothers, right? You understand? This is what you voted for. This is This is what you serve, man. Day in and day out. When you serving these pagan gods, man.
Right.
You understand? Day in and day out, man. This is what you get. This is what you make in your how can I say it, man? You know what I'm saying? This is what you make your sacrifice for, man. To end up unalive, man. On social media. You understand? Time after time, man. You know what I'm saying? It happened again and again and again. The only thing you do is beg and plead.
Right.
I wonder why they gonna keep doing it again, because you ain't about no action. You ain't about no smoke. You don't have no mics.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
No, and that's real. That's real. Like, we don't have the energy to fight nobody but us, man. Like them brothers that did that brother like that, them black cops that did that brother like that, man, they wouldn't dare do that to a white boy.
Wouldn't dare, because first of all, you know, they gonna retaliate.
Right.
They gonna retaliate, man. Yeah, the whole goddamn, they be having council meetings, town meetings. How can we get this nigga?
Hey, right.
Lynch him?
The Klan be popped up.
Right. White supremacy be there. They be marching. They march on the White House again. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, straight up, they wouldn't dare do that outside of anybody but you know what I'm saying, black people. So so that begs my next question. Please segue into my next question. What?
Oh, yeah. Let me get this have it on the you can still do it have it on the side. Ammo's not
So my thing is this.
Not one.
Why do all police officers, no matter what nationality they are, right?
Right.
This is my question. I know the answer. I know you know the answer. But for the people that don't know the answer, why do all police officers, no matter what nation they from, you know what I'm saying, feel so comfortable with attacking black people, unarmed black people, and killing them with a badge on? Why do they feel so comfortable killing unarmed black people with a badge on? It's like second nature for them. There's no repercussions behind it whatsoever. They don't have any reserves about killing black people. Why does they got a badge? Why do you think that is?
I mean, you should, you know what I'm saying? You see, anybody have a question online. But one thing, we ain't got nobody that's gonna speak up for us. You know what I'm saying? Because the black leaders have failed us. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, we don't have no protection, man. We don't have no justice, man. And that's because we don't serve the Lord. That's the only way we're gonna get justice. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we gotta put our trust, the trust that we put in America, we gotta take that away. 100%. You understand? Because you're never gonna get justice. You understand? I remember it was his brother in Oklahoma that was on death row. But they took away the death row. And even though he didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? The brother didn't do the crime. You can't do that,
Yeah, I know. This actually needs to be done good.
Yeah. So the brother, he was on death row. Julia Jones in Oklahoma, he was on death row. They took him off. You know what I'm saying? And the governor was like, "Well, I saved this brother." Hey, the governor was like, "Man, I'm not gonna kill this brother." You know what I'm saying? And everybody was all happy, even though he didn't do the crime. Man, like I remember Captain Garb, I was like, "Man, we don't know a curse from a blessing."
Right. So he's innocent as hell, and he said, "I'm not gonna kill him on death row."
Right. But again, he still got life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was happy. Woo! Yeah, he get to live.
Even though he didn't do the crime.
He didn't do the crime, man.
Yeah.
We don't know a curse from a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? He would never get justice in this kingdom. You understand? We got to separate totally, man, from America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
go ahead.
So my next question for you is this. Why do you think that this killing of this police brutality is pushed, because this shoved down it's getting shoved down our throats. It's being plastered all over every social media platform. It's on every news cycle. And then not only is it on every news cycle, but the public humiliation and crucifixion of these cops is plain for everybody to see. I've never seen a cop throw up under the bus like this. And let me rephrase that. I've never seen a white cop, no matter what crime they've been accused of committing, I've never seen them crucified publicly like this.
Right.
Why are these cops being crucified by everybody? It's only a certain group of people, it's usually the black people that speak out against the white cops' brutality. The white people don't ever speak out against the white cops' brutality. It's always black people. But in this case, it's black, white, Chinese, Arabic, everybody got something to say. Why do you think that is? Why does everybody got something to say about the brutality of these cops? And what makes their brutality different from the brutality that we've witnessed in the past?
The thing is, man, as an Israelite, as a black man, you got the laws, statutes, and commandments, man.
Right?
You can't do what the oppressor do. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the Lord's gonna, that's why I said, hey, man, go ahead and get ammo. That's why the Lord's gonna punish you for your iniquity. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get away like the oppressor, man. And this is the truth right here, man. You know what I'm saying? You got that scripture, Amos 3:1?
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
The children of who?
Of Israel.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. These 6 officers. You know?
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Only talking about the 12 tribes of Israel. You know?
Verse 2. You only have I known.
You only have I known, man. Only you got the law, statute, commandments, man. You understand? You wonder why they can get away with murder, man. You understand? Because they don't have the law, statute, commandments. They don't have to follow the law, statute, commandments like you do, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You understand? Read on.
Of all the families of the earth.
Uh-huh.
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
That's why they got put on death row so quick and got life so quick and was pursued so quickly.
Right.
You understand?
Being publicly crucified on social media. Like these brothers already are guilty in a courtroom of public opinion. I've never seen it done this fast. I mean, I have, but it's only towards a certain nation of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like the court of public opinion is what gets people convicted.
Right,
That's why
right.
whenever a white cop's done something, they always double back and then press charges on the cops.
Right.
Because the court of public opinion is like, this is wrong.
Remember that one brother that was jogging and there was 3 oppressors?
Yeah, 3
And
days.
the only reason they got caught because they was bragging about it on social media or something like that.
It had been months before,
Yeah.
like the police already swept it under the rug.
Right.
I know exactly what you talk about. He had stole something. They never caught him.
Nah, he was just jogging.
Yeah, but I'm saying the reason they pursued him is because they said that he went into a house that was being developed and was walking around.
It was a new construction.
Yeah, and that's totally legal to do. You can go and look at the goddamn platform.
Right. Damn right. 'Cause I do it. I just did it.
What if he was thinking about buying the goddamn house?
Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
man. Exactly.
There was no trespassing signs up. He didn't break down one goddamn law. But these devils wanted to be Batman. These Batman, Robin, and Batgirl, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These devils thought they was the Avengers.
Right.
I know what brother you're talking about if you're looking for his name. I can't think of his name either.
I'm fine. I got it.
It is, I'm about to say Jalen Walker with this one there. I think that's the brother that got killed in his house by the police.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. There's so many black Hispanics and Native Indians that die at the hands of these oppressors on a regular, man. You lose track of the names because it just continues to pile up like a goddamn dictionary, man. Like a goddamn dictionary. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We come back to it. It'll come to us, trust me. Maybe somebody online knows it. You know what I'm saying? The brother that got killed while jogging.
I don't know his name, but that's him right there, man. Yeah. That's him right there. This is recent. This happened, last year?
Yeah, I can't think of his name either. If somebody know the brother name that got killed jogging, put it in the chat.
They didn't get him 3 until, a couple of months later.
Yeah, they were 6 months later type shit. And the only reason they got caught is because the dude, the one that they rode with, recorded it.
Recorded it.
He told on himself. He told on his partners. He recorded it after they killed him, right? And then after every police dismissed everything and everything was hunky dory, they put it out on Facebook and social media.
Right.
You know,
right.
this was during the time because everybody else is posting videos of black people dying.
Right.
Everybody else does it. Hell, why not me too?
Right.
We done killed niggas before. Ta-da! Here's a video. And went down. Right? And even then, even that
Hold on.
was a slow ass process.
The police had to report about it though.
Yeah, and
You know what I'm
they
saying?
tossed
The
it out.
police, yeah.
They tossed it out.
Mm-hmm. They said even the goddamn prosecutor had some, was trying to hide stuff.
Yeah, because it was a small town and everybody knew everybody.
Right,
That's what I'm saying. And the dude was a former law enforcement, if I'm not mistaken.
Right,
And that's the point I'm trying to make. There's always been a culture of police protecting their own. Why didn't they protect these black men? That's what I'm trying to figure out. The police protect their own. Why didn't they protect these black men? Why didn't they make 1,000 excuses for these black men?
Right. And that's the thing. What we got to understand as a nation, they're never going to protect you. You will never get no protection. They will never serve and protect you. You understand? They don't fight for you. They don't go to war for you.
Right.
All these wars that they say it was 20,000, 1,000 of whites has died and fought for you. They didn't fight for you. It was fighting for land and power. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They wasn't fighting for you. You know what I'm saying? The South had better resources.
Right.
They had to go to war. Right. You know what I'm saying? All the business was down south. North wasn't bringing in no revenue.
Right.
They had to go to war. Don't think it was for you, black man.
Right.
You understand?
It was a business disagreement.
Exactly.
It was about money.
Exactly. You went.
Nope. Oh, yeah, I went.
Yeah, man. It was not about you. You understand?
Watch that camera right now. It's all good. Just watch. No, hell no. When has the oppressor ever give a damn about you? Black man, Hispanic man, and Indian man?
Salakia, sir. If I could.
Come here.
And he has got so much power, they give it, take it to the Ukraine. I'm sure everybody knows it by now, but I don't mean to bring that up.
But
You know what I'm saying?
That's not what you bring out. You know why? Because none of that will go to you.
Right.
You will never get no power or any kind of assistance from the government.
You gotta get this money for government have, you know what I'm saying, for the for the war.
Right. I remember a brother used to always say, like, when they be giving out food on the corner, these Christians and these devils, it's always just enough. So you can keep being a good old slave. Let's get them a little soup with no meat in there and stuff like that. Just enough. That's what they used to do to the slaves, man. They go just enough just so they can barely get by and keep on living, do their duties.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
happy that you bring that up because people be like, well, you know, when they be talking about the athletes and the athletes, they be like, the athletes ain't slaves. The athletes get paid. They used to pay slaves too. They get that slave work. You got food.
Not here.
You got food in your mouth. And you got a little cabin to sleep in. That was their payment.
Right.
Right. So what the hell is the difference then? You get what I'm saying? That's all we work for right now. Even today, a regular 9 to 5 is a goddamn slavery. It's just enough to help you get by.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no real revenue in it.
Right. I remember for the Facebook post. If you work this hard, next year, 365, put all in
the boss
hours.
was like, boss pulled up in a nice car.
Yeah.
He's like, nice car. He's like, thanks. He's like, I'm thinking about getting another one. He's like, if you keep working this hard, keep putting in all these hours, by this time next year, I have a new one.
Right, man.
That really be their spirit.
Yo, that's funny.
That's really be their spirit, though.
Yo, man.
That's really how the oppressor think.
God.
Keep working this hard, they can help me build my fortune, right?
Right.
And go ahead and segue into the next one, man. Speaking of fortune, that the oppressor's trying to build, man. As a matter of fact, let me find this real quick.
God.
Did anybody hear about the suicide bomber?
Live, sir.
Let's see if I can't find it real quick. Let's see if I can find it.
Suicide bomber. Reach 59 killed. Damn.
Yep, that's it. Go ahead and pull it up. That happened today, I believe. That's when the news came out today.
A suicide bomber blew himself up inside a crowded mesquite. Or is it mesquite? Is that mosque or mesquite? No, it's not the mosque.
Yeah.
It's the mosque.
Those who will become, we just look at it like mesquite. It's not a mosque. Mesquite.
Cause I'm about to say, let me find out what's in the Muslim mosque.
I'm about to do whatever real quick, just to make sure. Don't be sure, make sure. But keep reading though.
It might be Moscow. Inside a crowded Moscow in a highly fortified security compound. You know what I'm saying? Highly fortified security compound. How did he get through them? You know what I'm saying? In Pakistan on Monday, killing 59 people, including 27 police officials. The latest in a string of attacks targeting police. The attacker appeared to have passed through several barricades manned by security forced to get into the red zone. Compound that housed police and counterterrorism office and the volatile northwestern city of Peshawar, police said.
So hear me out. So another word for it is they call it a mosque, or a masjid. It's a place of prayer and worship for Muslims.
That's that Muslim mosque, man.
Muslim mosque.
God damn,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? And when I seen the aftermath, it looked like a church.
Right.
But that's because he blew the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
nothing but a few walls remain.
Right.
So take it from the beginning. Then how many died?
59.
Hey, so 59 died, and they still pulling people out. They still counting more body parts as we speak. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But when I first read it, it said 40 died, right? When I first came across it, it said 40 died, and over the close to like 200 motherfuckers was injured.
Right.
Like, and so what kind of place was it? It was just a open place where everybody could come. Is that what it says?
It's the Muslim mosque.
They said heavily fortified.
Highly fortified security compound.
Highly fortified security compound. And somebody got in there to blow it up. Somebody came in there with some C4.
Right.
Somebody came in there to take it out, man.
And it's sloppy. It's obvious.
Yeah, but why ain't this major news?
Right.
This is obviously a terrorist attack.
Right.
The world should know about this the same way they know about the 5 goddamn black cops.
Right.
But you won't go see this being pushed on social media.
Right.
Because then it's pushing the fear of being afraid of the Muslims.
Right.
But they don't want you to be afraid of the Muslims, but they do want you to be afraid of everything black, whether it's a black person or a black goddamn cop.
Right.
They want that fear. They want that fear and that stereotype out there. That's why they pushing it so hard.
Right.
But they don't push it like this hard. This shit goes up under the rug. If you don't find the news feeds for it, you will never know it existed.
Right.
Ain't nobody heard about this once on the news. That's all I had to say. Go ahead, Bruce. Send me the control.
No, you fuck. And that's just how you know that the Lord is not with the Muslim mosque, man. You know what I'm saying? Where is their God at? You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be full of righteousness, man. But you gotta understand this. The Muslim mosque, man, is wicked, man.
Right.
You understand? It is also the house of Satan, man. You understand? Also another form of Christianity.
Right.
You understand? And that's why you gotta separate. You don't want to be a part of this. Like I said, you gotta separate fully from these pagan traditions, man, and traditions of men, man.
Right.
Be who you truly are. And which is a Jew by blood, man. You understand? Be that. You want to be everything else except that. You want to be a football player. You don't want to be an Israelite. You want to be.
They want to be a Muslim.
Right. They want to be a Muslim, man. You don't want to be an Israelite.
They want to Allah and blood some shit up.
Right.
They rather die in their Muslim mosque on their knees praying than to die on their goddamn feet like a man.
Right.
Serving the Most High God. You get what I'm saying? And that's the sad part, man. Like, and my thing is this happened today. Why the hell ain't this on every news cycle, man? This is
Right.
Americans died in this blast. It was heavily fortified. The U.S. got agents over there helping protect and trying to be democratic and make America great again, letting the bald eagles shit on everything that they got over there. Like, shouldn't this be on the news cycle?
Right.
But they don't want to instill that same level of fear for these heathen nations that they do for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And my thing is this: if you black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you need to look at everybody who is not black, Hispanic, and Native Indian as a supreme goddamn threat.
Right.
Anybody who is not my brother is a fucking threat, and I wish they would do something suspicious because I'm going to defend myself.
Right.
I almost said something I was supposed to say. Just know I'm going to defend myself and defend my brothers and sisters. I'm going to defend my country. I'm going to defend the country of I.S.U.P.K, goddammit.
Right.
That's what I'm going to do, man. We ain't going, man. But once more, why ain't this on every goddamn news cycle? This is a goddamn terrorist attack. 50-something people died. Ain't that kind of a big deal?
Right.
Ain't that kind of a big deal? I'm just saying, shouldn't it be?
Right.
50 people, shit. Nigga, that's like 3 football teams.
Right.
That could have been at the playoffs. Who knows where it could have been?
Nah, it's a lot, kid. But I see what you're getting at. Come on.
That's dangerous to keep letting these terrorists run around just murdering people. We have to protect the world. They police everything else. You get what I'm saying? But they don't want to advertise that. They don't want to show you the killing about what's going over in Ukraine and Russia and all that shit right now, man. They're trying to take the focus off all that. Why do you think they're trying to take the focus? That's my next question. Why are they trying to take the focus off of what's going on in the rest of the world and just focus all your energy, all your entertainment needs on sports and black people dying?
Oh yeah.
Why is it all about sports and black people dying? Shouldn't these 50 people dying be just as important as black people dying? Shouldn't the people that committed this heinous crime of blowing up 50 people and injuring like 200 people, shouldn't that be just as important as these 5 cops committing this heinous crime? Why is 50 people more important than why is one person dying more important than 50 people dying? Why is 5 people committing a crime more important than one person committing a crime that blew up? 200 people and 50 of them died. Somebody make it make sense, man.
It don't make no sense.
Make it make sense, man. Like so they crucifying, and I'm not saying let these black cops go by any means. I'm not saying that this black man's death is not important by any means. Here's what I'm saying. Don't vilify black people when these goddamn heathens is running around here blowing up half the goddamn world with suicide. These niggas are still wearing body bombs. Who the fuck does that in 2023?
Right.
So straight up, who was doing that in 2023? Yeah, we should have been in that.
Nah, I was trying to, I got a video, man.
Oh, okay.
It's good, it's a devil.
Right. Hey, these niggas is wearing body bombs in 2023, though.
So check this out, man. Hold on. Let me start it
When he was talking about the doctors and shit.
Very low job, worth $2 million a year. That's why they pay athletes these fantastic salaries. I was listening to radio the other day. He is contracted to pay one player on one team $6 million a year. Can you believe this? And why is that? It's the Roman circus. What does the emperor do when the people become restive? And when the people are asking questions, and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a good coliseum. And he begins to throw the Christians to the lions. He has chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything.
That's true.
The entire world.
Right.
so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever be smart enough to learn how to be manipulated, so they don't ever question the Emperor. That's why we pay a player on a football team, or a baseball team, whatever you do.
But see, he's coming from the point of view of, he's talking about America and the money that's going into paying these athletes. Because let me tell you something. Like he's offended that he's watching black people get paid all this money. That's what he's upset about. He's upset because of his country. Right. When he said it's not like that ain't like people hear that and be like, this white man is wise. Right. Everything he said is goddamn biblical. Right. Exactly. Everything that he said is straight from the Bible. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like all that ain't nothing but a distraction. Right. And it's a main distraction for us, for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? And so what that devil said is not a miracle. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have some great words of wisdoms. He stole it straight out the Bible and revamped the words like they was his. Right. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying what's going on though is definitely happening today, man. Right. So we don't care about nothing else. All we care about is football. We getting ready for the Chiefs and the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, there's a war. What do you say? The invisible war going on, man. You understand? Not that it's even invisible, man. It's right in your face.
It ain't invisible no more.
It's right in your goddamn face.
It's right there.
They killing blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians day and night, man. There's a war going on in Mexico, man. There's a war going on in every ghetto, man. There's a war going on in the reservation, man. You know what I'm saying? The Planned Parenthood and the women getting raped, man.
Right.
You understand?
Educational, spiritual, economics. We have war 24/7. They think that war is just guns and bang, 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 bang.
Even in your mind, you know what I'm saying? Even spiritually, man. Right. There's a war going on, man. Life is about warfare. While you sleeping, man, there's demons trying to take you, man. You understand? They have you sin against the Most High, man. Day and night, man. Life is about war.
All day, every day, man.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't have no rest, man. You understand? You don't get no rest in the land of the wicked, man. Of America, of Babylon.
The funny part is, that's biblical. This is not your rest.
Right. Right.
This is not your rest. This is on you whenever you wake up.
Yeah, man. It's time to wake the hell up, man. And prepare slaughter with your brothers, man.
Right. And it's funny though, man, because like when I came across this, I purposely was watching the news to see if I seen anything about it. Like what happened with them 5 cops? With them 5 cops, that shit's on local news.
Right.
That's on Fox 59, they speaking on that shit. Right. But I didn't see nothing about this bombing on local news. Local news is supposed to be local news, unless it's something so important that they have to speak on it. So I guess a Muslim blowing up a place of worship is not important. Right. I guess they don't respect our religions like they claim they do. I guess they don't.
They don't respect each other.
Hey, you know what the funny part is? Had it been a gay church or something, that shit would have been on every news outlet. It would have been the hate crime. It'd have been niggas with dildos on their foreheads like unicorn horns. Right. I can't believe this happened. Right, you know what I'm saying? And assless chaps on. Like, it'd have been all over the news feed. It would have been all over the news feed. But since, once more, it's not a way of shaming black people in the midst of this. They can't. It's actually 20, so I don't really think it's 10. This is the spinner. I don't know. It's 10. This is the spinner. This is why is this like this? Because this, I had to put it up. This is the spinner. You put that out. That's not how it goes. Yes, you do.
No, you don't. Are you sure you're saying? You saying this is 20?
No.
I'm saying.
So this is 6, right?
God, you can't
until these get chopped up. Yeah, we're trying to see cool.
I don't want. That's not even
like that 20. That's 10.
That's 10. We didn't already discuss it. You can't play out these.
Says who?
Says the game, other one. I don't know where you learned from.
No, I don't know where you learned from.
Daycare or something.
It's the spinners. Don't be mad at you.
No, the only way you can get 20 or any money out there, you got to play off the spinner. You can't add that to. Come on, man.
No, you can't add to that one.
You can't add to none of these. Look, you want 15?
So if that's the case, how did you play this and get 10? You
Because
get what I'm
ain't
saying?
nothing on this, I don't want.
But you still played it.
Oh my God.
You still
Hey,
played it.
Is he wrong or not? He's saying that he got 20 right here on the board.
No, you
Where's the
oh,
4?
right here. So
How
you
much is
said
that?
That's 15.
Oh, where's the 15 at? God damn, man.
no, that's 20.
I don't want, you cannot play off this.
6 and 4 is 10
I don't want
plus 10
You
more.
cannot play
You
off
can't play
this.
off for that.
This is the spin.
This is the spinner.
But there's nothing there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
10,
can,
man.
you can play off of
No,
that.
you can't. I don't
You
want.
cheating,
You
man.
can play off of it, but you didn't put nothing there.
You cheating. Don't sweat.
I'm gonna get the camera and be like, man, this is
I
great.
understand I was whooping your ass.
Nah, man.
I'll try to find a way out of it too.
Yeah, he trying to find another way to win.
Nigga, I'm the one
You
winning.
ain't winning another
What
one.
is you talking
No,
about?
it's not.
This your first time counting any points since the first
Oh
game.
my gosh, I don't
What
want.
is you
I
talking
scored
about?
20 already, man. I put that down. And plus, I just got another 10. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Man, you cheating.
Come
That's all
on, man.
good.
I ain't gotta see that one.
You do gotta cheat
I
when you
ain't gotta
beat me.
see, man. Next thing you know, he gonna say something. What is this, Alamon? This 30? Look at that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't even worry about it. Just know
Come on, man.
Just know you're gonna lose. That's all you need to know is that you're gonna lose. You don't worry. You know that.
Next thing you gonna be trying to play off this.
Yeah.
How about this?
Go ahead and let him know you can go.
Nigga, domino, man.
It's okay. What you get? Nothing.
5, man.
Nigga, you don't get 5.
That's
That's
five,
5
man.
or better, nigga. What
Oh,
you
that
talking
is
about?
5.
That is 0.
Hey, all right, no sweat, man. Hey,
You don't know how to play
you
phones.
know, man.
They gotta be 5 or better.
God, man. I'm telling you, you learned at the daycare or something, man.
Nigga, I don't even want to say
You know
where I
what I'm
learned.
saying?
If I learned that, you cheating on it, had to take your breakfast, lunch,
Yeah, that's
and
what I learned that,
and then
nigga.
stab you
Hey,
up.
that's what I learned that. You know what I'm saying?
You'd have had no commissary for a week trying
He
to cheat.
learned, he learned at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
okay. The Michigan City rules around here.
Hey, this ain't Michigan, man. It's Indy.
Hey, listen. Apparently, it ain't Baghdad either with suicide bombers. That's why they don't make the news around here. Huh?
Right.
Only black people that can make crimes.
Right,
Anybody else, that shit goes under the radar.
Right.
You know what I mean? So who taught you how to play bones? That presser? Looking ass. Did you learn brains for the devil? The devil teaching you?
Right. And that's funny. You know, it's funny that you said that because Cindy Williams said, you know, actors make the news before stuff like that. Man. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
even know who the hell Cindy
Nah,
Williams
neither,
is.
man. But I'm just saying what I'm trying to say is, you
Yeah.
know,
That's more important.
right. You know what I'm saying? They want you to make this world seem like it's a good place, man. But really, man, this earth, this world is wicked, man. You know what I'm saying? Only time you're going to find good and righteousness is only in the I.S.U.P.K.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right about that, man. This is the last safe haven, man.
Exactly.
You understand? The last safe haven, man.
Right, man. This is what's going to save and fix black society. Nothing else, man.
All right.
You understand? We didn't try everything else. I mean, let's try following the Lord, man. Damn. 15 minutes.
Look at it.
You know what I'm saying? This is the last. Like, we just tried everything. We tried voting. We tried being Muslim. You see what's going on there. Try being Christian. You see what's going on there.
She getting blew up.
The church getting shot up. You know what I'm saying? We tried everything, man. But we haven't tried serving the Lord. We haven't tried separating from the world, man. You know
No,
what
we
I'm saying?
love the world too much, man.
Right.
The world, man, listen, you gotta love it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta love it. To not love it is you full of hate.
Right?
You understand? If you, how do I put it? So you gotta hate black people in order to love the world. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hate black people, then you don't love the world.
Right,
It's
right,
that
right.
simple. And if you love the world, guess what? By default, you hate black people.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Get my ass whooped over here.
That I can agree on.
Hey,
You
listen.
know what I'm
You
saying?
cheated me that last game. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, the devil got his angels over too.
Yeah, man. So, definitely, man. We are living in the last days, man.
Damn right.
That ain't hard to see, man. But that Christianity got you sleeping in slumber, man. Yet you out here getting high and you don't see it. You don't know if you getting high, man. You don't know a damn thing that's going on.
But you do feel good though.
Right. And also, that's what the Christianity do. It makes you feel good, man. And that's why day in, day out, you seeking that Christian church, man. You seeking that house of Satan. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna murder you. It's gonna get you killed, man. You understand?
And most of us don't even care about that though, man. As long as we can feel good, it was all worth it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was all worth it because I feel good. I feel special. And feeling special in the world is better than, feeling good is better than being good in the world, man.
Right.
That's what they push. That's what our people believe. You know what I'm saying? We believe it with every fiber in us, man. Like you cannot convince a black person that, you know what I'm saying, sleeping with whores is wrong. You cannot convince a black person that eating pork is wrong. You cannot convince a black person that hating his brother is wrong.
Right. You
know
can't
what I'm
convince
saying?
them to hate the same people that's killing them.
No, you can only, the black people, we hate each other so much, but we give the white man a pass for everything.
Right.
Slavery, pass. Every cop that's killed blacks, Hispanics, and Indians, pass. You know what I'm saying? They go, my guy, hey, swear more Christ, my guy.
Right. And hold on, what you talking about the past?
Yeah, the pass that we give everybody else.
Right.
We only hate each other. We only hate each
Right.
other.
And
We don't want no smoke with nobody else.
And this is how
We
we
only
know.
want it with each other.
Right.
That's it.
And this is how we know that you give them a pass because you celebrate every pagan holiday of your country.
So anything you tell me to celebrate,
Right.
any new pagan holiday come out with, we celebrate.
He gave us Juneteenth.
He can come out with a new holiday about blowing up mosques, nigga. We can celebrate it. We run around with turbans on.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We would put turbans on and do mock blowing up shit drills and shit. Like we are destroyed out here.
Right.
Because of our love for the oppressor. Let me know if you're not going to get it.
What you say? Abba.
You know what I'm saying? They blowing shit up over a rock.
Right.
Over a rock.
Right.
We won't even stop eating pork over the living guy.
Right. Hey, what the scripture say? And surely if they would have had the law, statute, commandment, they would surely follow it.
Damn right. And they would blow shit up behind you.
Hey, God damn, that's crazy, man.
They would blow shit up about it. They wouldn't be trying to give nobody else these laws, statutes, and commandments. They would hold true to it, to a T. I'm talking about to a T. You couldn't convince them otherwise.
Right.
Like that's heavy that you brought up. Surely you wouldn't be able to tell them nothing.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Israel's a stiff-necked people, man. You understand? That's why that we are going through what we're going through, man. And they say if God was good, man, why are we going through what we going through? That's because you reject every goddamn commandment he had gave you.
That's because he's too damn good. He's too good for that bullshit.
Damn right, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You deserve everything that you get, man.
You're trying to play the Lord like you're a whole ass nigga. That's the problem. And he ain't going for it.
Right.
Like he's a man of war. Straight man of war.
Yeah, right. Yeah, definitely. The Lord is a man of war, man. You understand? And that's one thing the oppressor understands, man. Because he has no rest. He has no off time when it comes to killing you and plotting against you, man. On his pagan holidays, he's plotting against you. During Christmas, he's plotting against you. At the slave, he's plotting against you.
Wait.
You understand? When Joe Biden said, vote for me, or if you don't vote for me, you're not black. He's plotting against you, man.
Right.
You understand? Those are war tactics. His words were smoother than butter, man.
Right.
You fell for it. And now we're paying for the outcome, man. Getting slaughtered. And this is what we voted for, man. You know what I'm saying? We voted for him to put more police officers and fund them in the streets, man. We voted for that. You know what I'm saying?
Now that you say that, it reminds me of something else they said about these cops. Hey, I seen a post on social media once more. I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm just telling you what I seen. That them cops were all part of a fraternity in college.
Right,
Like some type of Greek fraternity.
Come.
Now, and we know where that spirit comes from. That spirit comes from the oppressor.
Right.
The fraternities and then all that. Right. Shit. Salaki, all that, we Satanists, all that European shit, or should I say Greek shit, that's where it comes from, man. And now you see that in that fraternity, they no longer look at a normal black man as a brother. They look at anybody who is not a part of that fraternity as their brother. So if you don't have that burnt, whatever insignia that they put on their shit, you know, they be burning and mutilating their bodies and shit like that.
Right.
If you don't have that insignia, then me and you, we ain't the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't look at you as my brother. You don't afford me the same opportunities that the oppressor affords me for joining this, basically this cult. You get what I'm saying?
And the thing about that one, he knew the guy that supposedly about the girlfriend, he knew who he can go to.
Right.
He knew he can go to, that fraternity, man. You understand? And having brothers sin against another brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But in I.S.U.P.K, that will never happen, man. I can't go to another brother to go commit sin with you. It ain't gonna happen, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. And that also goes to show you that the hatred that he had for his brother.
Right.
He really hated that brother.
Over his ex, man. Somebody he wasn't even seeing.
Over a chick that got another rod in her mouth right now as we speak.
Right.
As we live and breathe, I can guarantee you that she's on her knees.
Right. She's famous now. She's finna get paid.
Fitting.
She's gonna be all on the what do they call it? Journalists and stuff like that, man.
Hey,
doing interviews.
You know where this comes from? This comes from that bullshit women empowerment bull crap.
Right.
Where these women, they just be super unloyal, no type of love, no type of honor, no type of respect. You get what I'm saying? Now I'm just speaking from a personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like I know this sister personally. I don't know her story. I just want to make that very clear. I'm just telling you from my experience of watching sisters in the world. You get what I'm saying? Like it's so the way the social media is painted is like it's a whole circle, like everybody knew everybody. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if they knew each other or he just seen that he was sleeping with his wife. And like my thing is this, he's with his I'm saying his wife because I'm speaking biblically. He's with his baby mama, right? Mm-hmm. Like, what is really the background? If this is true, what is really the background? What do you do? Look up the nigga information on his police computer and then start patrolling the nigga neighborhood? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, how do they all come full circle? How did he find the niggas? Is what I'm trying to say, mate.
Hey, if you're looking for it, you're gonna find it.
Yeah, that's true.
He was looking for blood. They were there. They took like footsteps, man.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
You understand?
That's definitely true. You go looking for it, you gonna find it.
Yeah, man. To do that against your brother, man. You know what I'm saying? That hatred towards your brother, man, I'm not talking about. You know what I'm saying? There's no love in Christianity, man. There's no brotherhood in that fertility, or how you say it? Fraternity. You know what I'm saying? Only in the I.S.U.P.K, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why it's so important that you get to the Passover on April 1st, North Carolina, Raleigh, man. Because that's where the brotherhood is going to be at, man. in every I.S.U.P.K school building or house or apartment, library, wherever the I.S.U.P.K, that's where you're gonna get love and brotherhood. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You're not gonna find it anywhere else, right? You understand?
But I had to look. I didn't have shit.
Yeah, you get that shit.
I really don't, but I'm trying to squeeze something out of here before I lock this board up.
Right?
And even what I do is still on. No, if I look it up, it's on me. I think that you probably got like $5 over there for a nigga at least. Let's go ahead and lock this bitch up. This is what it is. Yeah. It's in here.
No.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, they like I hope that shit that they saying, I guess you knocking again. I hope that the things that they're saying, actually let me get that 5 that I just put down there. And then I'll make my move. I hope that, you know, the stuff that they're saying about the brother, if he really stalked his brother down like he said, hang at the steps. I hope it's not true. Yeah, that's my board. I'll take my money.
What you mean? Nah, that's not how it goes.
Yeah, it is how I go. I lock the board up.
No, it's whoever got the lowest, sir.
Not at all.
I'm finna Google it.
I don't care about you making up your rules, Cooper. Don't be mad because you get your ass.
Nah, we had this problem before.
Oh, when you locked the board up?
Yeah.
And all the money went to you.
Nah, it goes to the lowest.
Yeah, all the money went to you. It went to you, it's going to me. You didn't even have no money. You had 3 points. That ain't no money.
Watch,
Yeah, watch your ass.
what is it called? Lockout or
Don't even worry about it.
lock?
Just know I'm one.
Watch.
Nigga, it don't matter. You ain't getting no money from me either. Board locked. I ain't got nothing for you. Yeah, 15 points. If you count these things up.
The player, look, in dominoes, if a game round ends in a locked board, the player with the lowest points in his hand receives all the points from the other players. Thank you. Yeah, 20, nigga.
You ain't getting
That's
nothing.
that 20, man.
You ain't getting
You know what I'm
nothing.
saying? Hey,
We try to cheat all the time.
hey, Google, don't lie.
Yeah, Google what color Christ is.
Right? Hey, right? Look at that.
This nigga worse.
Hey, right? Look at that.
If we was keeping score, they gotta be beating your ass up.
Not at all.
Man, hell no. You
Not at
know
all.
how many times I ate off that last hand?
Not at all.
10, 15, 10, 10. Man,
Not at all.
I understand you going for it. You never lose.
Not at all.
Even when you lose, you don't lose. I get it.
Not at all, sir.
I get it.
Yeah, man.
And then, you know, you really want to play by the rules when it's convenient for you.
Nah.
You don't play by the rules with risk.
Nah.
Every card is an extra man. Look at that. Goddamn cheater, cool boy.
Not at all.
Next time I'm gonna bring tic-tac-toe so you can't cheat at all. Get your ass whooped in that. Nigga, cool up, cool boy. You know you can't beat me in nothing. I ain't got it.
Big 5.
Look,
Man, you ain't even looking.
I am looking. I know what I got in my hand, nigga.
Big 1.
So there it goes.
Man, yeah, it does, man. Oh my gosh, man.
That is
The game was locked out, now it's back to start over. Big 6. You ain't got big 5. It goes all the way down to big whatever, man. It don't go no 10 years.
Who said that, man?
So what you was gonna put out there if I didn't put out that video for you?
Nigga, who said I was gonna put out anything?
You said it's not how it goes, man.
This nigga cool boy. Can't play nothing with this nigga. He gonna bend the wheels like you motherfucking Magneto, bending metal. You bend the rules to his effect.
Not at all. I'm telling you, man, you learn in daycare, man.
Nigga, you learn in daycare.
Nah,
Can't
man.
count the motherfucking
Hell
points.
nah.
Jesus Christ. Man, anything else you want to touch on before we get ready to shut this motherfucker down? That one?
Like I said, man, you ain't gonna find no brotherhood and everything that's going on, man. It is of the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? There's how you say it, man, an angel of death going around, man. You understand? There's no more peace on the earth. You can get that in Revelation, you know, you see, you know what I'm saying, with the horsemen, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Lord has really taken all the peace away from the earth. And that's why you can't find it. Even on the goddamn football games. When you come together for your football games, the families fighting, there's always chaos. Even when you come together.
The one brother never died on the goddamn field.
Damn right.
To let you know it ain't no peace.
Damn right, man.
And then the devil, Skip Bayless, he's like, shit, this nigga never dead, but what about the game? Like, shouldn't he finish the game?
Right.
Get this nigga off the field so we can finish the game.
Right.
Like, that devil was like, the game is more important than this brother's life. And everybody always wanted, whenever the oppressor says or does something, everybody justifies it. You should have seen how many goddamn black people came to his defense. That one coon ass nigga, Stephen A. Smith. He's like the king of coons, man. That nigga, I know Skip Bayless. He doesn't have a malicious bone in his body. He comes from a different time, a different era where people got injured. They've stayed on them. They got off the football field. The game continued. Yes, Stephen A., you're right. And you also come from a different time and era where they was calling niggas to their face and burning them and lynching them and beating them and being extra goddamn racist.
On the field.
On the field. You know what I'm saying? He comes from a time where sports were segregated and racist.
What's
Stephen
that
A.
name? What's that good? He played for the Browns. Bowie, something. Joe Brown or
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown. Yeah. And then there was another brother. Remember they made the movie Express.
Yeah.
And that brother was going through all that stuff, man. And he didn't even know he had a disease.
Right.
He's getting out and getting hit on the field and stuff like that.
He loved the game of football, didn't he?
Right.
You know what the sad part is, man? We're all programmed that same way.
Exactly.
I was programmed that same way. I was a good football field nigga. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A good nigga on that field.
Right.
Run 1,000 suicides. Yes, sir, coach. Run these suicides.
Hey, remember I told you what my mom told me, man? He said you can run up a football field, but you can't clean your room.
Right.
Hey, you got all the energy in the world to do that, man.
Right.
But nigga couldn't clean his goddamn room, man.
Right.
That's that spirit, man. He'll do anything.
For the oppressor, boy. I was a good Christian back in my day. A good Christian. Smoked all the weed.
Right.
Did anything that a Christian does, I did. And I did to perfection.
Right.
You couldn't have told me nothing different. You couldn't have convinced me not to do it. There's no way. You had that scripture you want to pull? Revelations?
Nah, and I got another one, man. We ain't got to pull it. What is it? At least, second Esdras. First Esdras. Matter of fact, let's pull it. 8 and 85. First Esdras in the Apocrypha.
This will be.
Come. First Esdras, 8 and 85. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is why that we're going through what we're going through. Wonder why we don't have no protection. Wonder why they can murder us on goddamn live TV, man.
Right.
It's because
They try to lie about it.
damn.
They went from a gun.
Damn.
He went from a gun. They beat this nigga half to death. Everybody twice this
So that's
nigga
the video?
size. That's what they said on the video.
I gotta see
He
the
went
video.
from a gun. Nigga never went for nobody gun. They tased the nigga.
Mm.
Nigga sitting up against the car, man. I'm surprised you didn't. They stomped the nigga all in the head. Like it was really a gang attack. And then once more, when I watched that video, I didn't see anything different from what I see white cops do. So why are these black cops vilified? I see white cops do it all the goddamn time. I see white cops.
You know it was worse than the devils. You know niggas, every time niggas do something, they do it more.
I don't know if it was worse than the devils, man. Because the devils, they have a perpetual hatred. Like the devils go out looking for niggas to kill.
Right.
I don't think that's them black men's MO. I don't think they went out looking for a nigga to kill. And when I was looking at the way that they was doing them, I was wondering why they was so malicious towards you, brother.
How did they get on camera?
So, because they all have body cameras, and then it was like a a traffic camera or something to capture it as well.
So they still had their cameras on.
They had body cameras. Mm-hmm.
And, like,
And they think because they're saying all the right police protocol words to say,
right.
that, you know, it makes it legit.
Right.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Follow the order. You know, they're saying all the normal police shit. You know what I'm saying? But once more, them ain't normal policemen. That's why when the article first broke, you see the word black in front of policemen. You know what I'm saying?
Good. Thanks.
That's the first thing I seen in an article, man. Black officers charged, and like they wanted to make an emphasis that these ain't just, you know what I'm saying, regular cops. These is black cops. See, look, black cops kill black people too. And now they're going to crucify these black cops, but at the end of the day, they're not going to crucify a white cop. I remember that Asian cop got charged in the George Floyd murder. An Asian cop got charged, right? And next thing you know, all them Asian politicians and all them Asian people, political people in power, they flat out came out and said, nigga, things like, man, you're not charging him. You don't charge the white cops, you're not charging him. Right? They was ready. And I'm trying to figure out, like, what do they have, like, assassins or ninjas or Agent 47? Like, who the fuck? Like, how
They
did
had
they?
powers.
Yeah, I'm like, was Asian Jesus about to pop up on them?
Right.
Like, they literally dropped the charges on that Asian cop because he just stood there. They tried to charge him for just standing there. The Asian community came together and freaked out, and they dropped the charges on that guy.
Right.
Then it was talking about, you know, that's another story for another day. I'll leave that alone.
Right.
But the thing is this, man. These devils and these heathens, man, these people, man, they gonna always look out for their own.
Right.
And under any other circumstances, I would be, you know what I'm saying, I would be on the side of these black cops. I'm not gonna lie. I would. If it was anybody but a brother that they did this to, I would stand with them black cops. I really would. I really would stand with them black cops. Because my theory behind it would be, well, white cops do it all the time. And that's really, I want to say it, but I can't. Because, you know what I'm saying, I can't condone them killing a brother. I can't. I just can't. My spirit won't let me say it. You know what I'm saying? But if it had been anybody but a brother, I would have condoned it. Hey, white cops do it all the time. But in this case, watching that black man die like that, he's wrong. It's enough black man. Black man is the most hunted animal on the face of this planet. More than lions, more than tigers, more than bears, more than fish, more than ducks, more than quails. We're the most hunted animal on the face of this goddamn planet, man. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men, and women, and children.
Right.
Like, we are killed at a rate that's almost unfathomable. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people want to try to pull statistics. Last time, goddamn your statistics and your numbers. I don't care about that. Because if you pull numbers when you're talking about sports, right? Basketball players, football players, right? When you pull numbers then, the numbers say that LeBron's the best, right? But to most people, they say, fuck the numbers. The eye test. The eye test says Jordan's the best, right? That's what they say. All right, well, same thing when it comes to cops killing black people. The statistics say that they don't just target black people, but the eye test says they do.
Damn right.
The eye test says that they don't kill nothing but black people.
Right.
So fuck your numbers, the eye test. The court of public opinion is the same. You know what I'm saying? Because in the court of public opinion, once more, maybe I might be wrong. Because my eye test, I've never seen a Chinese man being gunned down.
I ain't never seen it either.
My eye test, I've never seen an African being gunned down.
I ain't seen it either.
My eye test, I've never seen a Muslim being gunned down. An East Indian, a so-called terrorist.
You won't see no Ukraine.
We just heard about a Muslim blowing up a goddamn Muslim mosque. But I've never heard a cop suspecting a Muslim about to commit a terroristic act and gun him down. All right? He looked like he was about to bomb some shit up. You know what I'm saying? But we always look suspicious. These motherfuckers walk around with a long dress and a turban and never look suspicious. That looks suspicious to me. Right. What is he, a transgender terrorist? Right. I'm just saying, what is he?
I remember
he
I was
suspicious to me.
I was at the DMV one time. These two goddamn Arabs walked in, you know, straight looked like they came straight from the goddamn overseas.
Right.
I mean, my mom like, God damn, these people were suspicious, man.
So about the people in these
you know what I'm saying? You know, they wear their flip flops and that's a target to me.
Yeah.
And he fit the profile. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's the usual suspect.
And then one time 5 hours going to the slave, man. And all of a sudden I see a devil, a jogger. I'm like, damn, that looks like a mass shooter right there.
Right? Listen, I am the profile.
Right.
Yeah, I can't even really shop at Walmart like that. Like when I go to Walmart, my rig do all the shopping. I'm standing there like, goddamn it, security. I remember one time a white bitch come up to me and asked me, was I security? She's like, are you security? I'm like, bitch, well, no, I'm just a shopper.
You see these shields, bitch?
Nah. She started with the rabbit hole, going down the rabbit hole, asking, are you a Hebrew Israelite? So you believe in black people? And I'm like, yeah. And then she starts saying, well, you look so scared. I said, why do I look scary? I said, why did you choose to use the word scary? So she was like, well, maybe scary was the wrong word. She was like, you look so powerful and authority. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I know I do. I said, the reason that you're saying something is because you're not used to seeing black men in power and authority. Mm-hmm. And I said, if I had skinny jeans on and a pink shirt or purple shoes, you wouldn't have said shit. But because I'm dressed like a man of war, it's a problem. And like I told her, every day is warfare for a black man. And then, she talking and shit. And then the bitch, because I have my holster on my outside carry. She's like, well, you got the army look, you get an arm black. And then she goes to touch my gun like you got a gun, and I blocked her hand like, bitch. She's like, I wasn't gonna grab it, bitch. I know you weren't. I was gonna break your fucking face. So like my language, I was gonna break your face if you made a play for my gun. But the freedom of her to think that she can just touch on me, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if I'd have slapped her little saggy titties? Then I'm in the wrong. Bitch, quit touching on me. She look, you got shields, you got the hat. And I'm like, why are you touching me? You know what I'm saying? She's like, I don't mean any offense. Well, bitch, you offended me. Quit touching me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she first she wanted to make sure I wasn't security. Then when she knew I wasn't security, she proceeded to question me on why I'm dressed the way I'm dressed. You get what I'm saying? Like, why am I so masculine? That was her main thing. Why am I so masculine? And basically, my masculinity made her feel uncomfortable, even though she didn't say it. And then she wanted to say it wasn't about race, but at the same time, she tried to say it about race. She was like, well, you're big and you're black. And I said, what does me being big and black have to do with anything? So ain't this America? Can anybody who's legal to carry a gun in America do so? Right. So now it's a problem because I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? And we stood there and talked forever, man. Because this bitch, she just, and I'm blazing her the whole time. And then she wanted to talk about Christ. And I'm like, well, what color was Christ? Right. And what color do you think she said?
Olive color, green.
He was Middle Eastern.
Damn. I know that was the color.
She said, yeah, exactly. That's the color. She was like, well, the people with Middle East are brown. They're brown skin. I said, well, so are Polynesians. You know what I'm saying? So are Hawaiians. Right. So Christ was a Hawaiian? Is that what you're telling me? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, so he could be any color but black. Right. And then I read Revelations to her, and that's when the conversation was over. You know what I'm saying? As if it burned in a furnace. He wasn't a light-skinned motherfucker. Right. You get what I'm saying? He was Wesley Snipes black. When I said that, of course she didn't have no problems. And I said, you know why the image of Christ is always portrayed? I said, because you wouldn't worship a nigga God. That white church that you go to, well, you wouldn't have a nigga God on that wall. Well, we got everybody of color that comes to our church. Coming to church and worshiping a white Jesus with black people is different from you going to church and worshiping a black picture of Jesus on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then, of course, she tried to play it off. This has been a very educational conversation. But that goes to show you the spirit in this place, man. White people feel obligated, man. Like, white privilege is real. I say that, and I'm going to give you one more story. I'm on my way home, right? Just dropped my rib off at the slavery. I usually cut through that alley because it's a straight shot, so I don't have to drive 2 blocks because, they turn the one ways and the 2 ways. One way's going this way and one way's going that way for the convenience of white people, right?
I want to say this. Now, maybe at the camera.
Yeah, wait till the camera off.
Because,
that's a good wait till the camera off. And so in the alley, and I'm going through the alley, and the devil's blocking the road, right? So I wait patiently because I see he's strapping shit down. You know what I'm saying? He's strapping shit down. His thing is already full. And I'm watching him, strap shit down, getting ready to rock. And then after he gets through strapping everything down, he looks at me and goes back to work. And I'm being the horn, beep, 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 beep. I said, hey, excuse me, could you move to the side so I can get through, right? And he was like, where are you going? I said, home. You know what I'm saying? Home is, I gotta get through, you're in my way, right? You know what this devil said to me?
Go around.
Yeah, after he said this devil said, where's home?
Damn.
I started laughing, of course. I said,
Damn.
he said, where's home? I said, home is the way you're blocking.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
He's like, well, couldn't you go around? You could cut through this field and this and that. I said, I'm not driving through no money field and I'm not driving off a curve.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I said, I cut through this alley because this alley is like it's basically a street and it's smoother than the actual street and it's the route that I always take home.
Right.
Could you move? He's like, I'm working here. He's like, buddy, come on, I'm working. I'm like, listen, I just got off of work as well. I just dropped my wife off at work. You're not the only one with a job to do. I said, the only thing you gotta do is simply move out the way. You know what I'm saying? And I guess he thought because he had his gun on the outside, I was gonna be intimidated, but you already know how I act. So before I blew the horn, I was already ready to rock on his ass if he played crazy. I was gonna, defend myself. You know what I'm saying? Because never trust thy enemy. You know what I'm saying? So, he's trying to be intimidating, which, come on, this is me. This isn't gonna work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if he'd have got to getting out of pocket or did anything dreadful, you know what I'm saying, I would have had to defend myself. And I got cameras all around my vehicle, so it would have been clear as day.
Right.
And I would have been like, listen, I didn't mean to bury him right here, but he posed a threat. I have my daughter in the car. What was I supposed to do?
Right.
Let him get the help on me? Never. You know what I'm saying? So once he figured out that I wasn't moving and I wasn't budging and they could go any way that he wanted it to go, because what is he gonna do? Call the police on me?
Right.
Nigga, you don't want blocking an alley.
Right.
Unless you got permits or something that says that you work for the city, you can't block this alley.
Right.
Move the fuck over. And he could have parked in the backyard, he could have parked to the left, parked to the right, but you chose to be right in the middle like you're special. I was patient enough to wait for you to finish strapping, move. But this devil said, where is home? Like I was supposed to give him my goddamn address. But that goes to show you the spirit behind America, what America. We're supposed to just yield. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, we're supposed to just yield to whatever authority that a regular white person has over us,
Right.
which apparently is the authority of God, apparently,
And that was
because of the spirit of white Jesus.
that was that same spirit with Trayvon Martin.
Right,
Trayvon Martin didn't yield for that oppression.
right,
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if he did stop. He probably would have been in the same situation.
right,
Of him getting killed or murdered by that oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Or snatched up. Even you never know. Anything could have happened. You
right,
know what I'm saying? But that's that same spirit, man. That, like you said, they want us to yield to them, man.
right.
That's why when they see the men of the Lord, man, you know what I'm saying? That's a different attitude. It's a different spirit on them.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
And with that being said, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, you gotta understand that we are at war all the time. And I would advise every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man who can legally own a firearm to do so. And don't. And I said this a long time ago, and I think it goes over a lot of people's head. When white people buy guns, who do they buy guns for? Does anybody know the answer to that?
Us.
When a white person buys a gun, who do they buy guns for?
Us.
When black people buy guns, who do they buy guns for?
Us.
When white people buy guns, they buy guns for niggas, to protect them against niggas. When black people buy guns, they buy guns for who? To protect themselves against niggas. That's the wrong spirit. You know what I'm saying? So you got all these nations that buy guns are buying guns to protect themselves against one nation. So when the Chinese man goes to buy a gun, he's buying a gun to protect himself against black people. Right?
Right.
When a white person goes to buy a gun, he gets a gun to protect himself against black people, right? When a Muslim buys a gun, he's buying a gun that can protect himself against black people, right? When Chinese and Japan, when an Asian person buys a gun, they buy it to protect themselves against black people. And then when a black person buys a gun, you're buying a gun to protect yourself against you.
Right.
The fuck sense does that make? You understand? You don't need a gun to protect yourself against yourself. That don't make sense. You need a gun to protect yourself against your real enemies, man. And when we come to the realization that who our enemies are, like what them cops did, and what we've seen these cops do numerous of times are really crimes committed against black people. Now, don't mistake what I'm saying the wrong way. I have to be very careful how I word this, right? But here in Indiana, right, they just passed a law that if the police kick in your door on a wrongful warrant, right? If the police kick in your door, so they say they're supposed to be raiding the house next door, and they kick in this door, we have grounds to kill them. That's the law that Indiana just passed. You know why Indiana passed that law?
It's been happening.
Because it's been happening in Indiana. And it ain't just been happening to black people. Does that sound like a law that's gonna protect black people?
Damn, that's why it got passed, man.
They was kicking in the meth house doors, but they was kicking in the wrong doors, beating up and brutalizing and killing white people. And they immediately passed the law that says if the police come in the wrong house, you have the right to kill the police.
Because that happened in Ohio.
Yeah, you think they passed that for us, though?
Yeah.
They didn't pass that for us. Am I saying that you should take advantage of the black man? Absolutely. Because how many times have the police bogarted in houses of black people without no warrant? Without probable cause. Trying to make up probable cause. Trying to find a reason. I smell weed. No, you don't. There is no weed here. Now they say they smell weed and they kick in your door for no reason, and you gun them down, and they search the whole house and don't find nothing. Guess who's in the clear? You get what I'm saying? If you're able to own a legal firearm, I suggest you do so. You already see what they're doing with the guns now. They're trying to take away the high caliber pistols, right? Like the AR-15 pistol, the AK pistol, the 308 pistol. They're trying to make those all SBRs, which is short barrel rifles. Have to get them registered, all type of paperwork, so they know where you and your pistol is all the time. You get what I'm saying? Well, white kids get pistols when they're 7 years old to go hunting. What's that devil name that took his ass down there and killed the person? Kyle Rittenhouse.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
This devil had an AR-15. He ain't even supposed to have a goddamn AR-15, but it was his. You know why? Because his parents bought it for him so he could go hunting. And he went to go hunt niggas. Right. And ended up killing one of his own. Couldn't even cry. He wasn't remorseful about nothing. Somebody want to say something?
Oh, no. It was something. No, sir.
No sweat. And with that being said, man, that was really my final thoughts, man. You want to give your final thoughts when we shut it down?
Oh, man, just like I said, man, come find out what true brotherhood is, man, at the Passover in North Carolina, Raleigh, April 1st.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians can come together and serve the Lord. And that you get a taste of life, get a taste of living. And you don't have to worry about no oppressor harassing you or you getting shot down by your brothers, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can truly come and enjoy yourself. Bring your family, bring your kids, man. You understand? You can be free. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're not gathering because the oppressor told us to. We're gathering because the Lord told us to.
Right. Ain't gonna be no punk ass cops there.
Damn right.
Hating on you. Trying to murder you.
Right.
You will have the protection of not only the Lord, but your brothers that's willing to die with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, man?
And that is the protection of the Lord.
Damn
you
right.
know what I'm saying?
Damn right. I know if anything happened and I got these niggas with me, I ain't dying alone.
Right.
They're gonna find our bodies and the bodies of our attackers as well.
Right.
They better come 80 deep. They're gonna be like, yeah, it's only 79 of them, sir.
Right.
One didn't even get away. We left him alive to tell the story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Left him alive on purpose to tell the story.
Right.
Let them know what happened here when you tried these 4 niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With that being said, Israel, man, you know what it is, man. One less subject committed to GEN.YAHANNA, man. Like Kumar said, get ready for the Passover, man. And we will see your brothers next week, man. With that being said, shalom. Shalom. Kill this oh man, you gotta get some different chairs for them. See what you love.
Right.
No, you gotta stretch.